What was the biggest concern in this guy's mind? Because I bet you had like heaps of things in your mind.
So many concerns. I think for a lot of years, I felt like, and this is not an uncommon problem with a lot of entrepreneurs. When you first start out for the formative years of your entrepreneurial life, you feel like an imposter.
Oh, bro, I always feel like an imposter.
You just feel like an imposter.
Yeah.
Especially when you haven't done something before.
Yeah.
And you're doing it for the first time. I mean, like, here's this kid who has to interview someone, twice their age, as old as their parents, and, make a judgment, a determination about their capability, and have conviction in their judgment, and sometimes getting it wrong and admitting getting it wrong, having the humility to get it wrong and the ego to withstand that or lack thereof, and fix it, go through the hard yards of fixing it. And that's just one of a gazillion things that he had to do that he felt an imposter at doing. He felt like he had no right to do. And one thing I learned over the years, and this is over many, many years, I don't think you learned this overnight, many years, is but oftentimes he should not have felt like an imposter because he was actually the best. And that particular moment in time, with that particular decision that needed to be made, he was probably actually the best person to do that. And I don't think that he realized that for many, many, many years. And that ate him away a lot of the time, because feeling like an imposter it drags you down and it weighs on you. And at some points it's healthy because it kind of pushes you to always get better and improve, because you don't want to be an imposter. You actually want to improve. You want to prove that you're the best, you're good, and it certainly pushed him. But I know he didn't have a motivation problem. So I'm being very specific to that guy.
Right.
That kid did not have a motivation problem. So the imposter syndrome, I know didn't, like, it pushes a lot of people. It didn't push him a lot harder, because he would have pushed just as hard. He was motivated by a bunch of other things.
Okay.
But I know this thing weighed on him. And without that weight, I think he would have been a lot freer to be more aggressive, take riskier bets, open some of those doors that we were talking about that were closed, that he was just afraid, or he got told not to open them. Like, don't open that door, And I think he would have probably saved a couple of years of his life,
right,
of doubting himself. And that's one thing that I would tell him, honestly, is just to back himself and, be humble enough to, when you don't know, say, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just say, I don't know. But in moments where he knew and he had conviction, then also back himself in those moments. True. So that is not to say that he was the best at everything. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are moments when if he didn't know, he didn't have to pretend. And by the way, he struggled at that as well.
Right.
When he didn't know, he struggled because he was like, oh shit,
I have to pretend to know this.
I have to, people look to me. I have to have the answer. What if I don't have the answer?
Important. Yeah.
I have to have the answer. What if I don't? What will they think? No one will trust me anymore. No, it's just a first time thing that you like. And so my advice isn't just like, no, like he knew. No, it's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, if he didn't know,
it's okay to say.
Say, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I literally don't know. Hey, listen, I never claim to know everything. I don't know. How should we find out what the answer is? What experiment should we design? Who should we ask? How do we get the information? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Just say I don't know. And that just would have relieved so much pressure on one side. But when he did know,
and back himself up.
When he did know, and he had that conviction that this is the right thing to do, and this is going, and especially when he had enough evidence or data to prove it, just back yourself. Back yourself. you're not being an imposter. You're probably the best person at doing that thing that you think you're the best person at doing. And when you do know, do it.